What is good, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Nerdame here with another Kagurabachi chapter breakdown. Today we're looking at chapter 55. Again, as usual, these are going to be spoiler heavy. So the chapter's official release of the chapter has been out for about 24 hours now. So I hope you guys have gotten the chance to catch up, or if not, yeah, sit back and relax and let's get into the new chapter. Today we're looking at chapter 55, titled Fight Alongside, and boy, this chapter cooked. Oh my gosh, this arc, this brand new arc that just started, I am really impressed. The darkness of this series just ceases to get darker and darker. I keep telling you guys, this is going to be one of the new dark shonens. It's going to be definitely a great replacement for My Hero Academia and JJK as a substitute, but yeah. So the chapter opens up with Hakuri, and the last time we saw him, he was recovering from his overuse of his new sorcery ability, Storehouse, from the last arc. And helping him recover, we have the three-man squad for Seiichi Samura. This is the Makazumi, and we get introduced to them in this chapter. Just a little sneak peek, and it is fantastic. So the Makizumi explained that Hakuri is going to need at least 30 minutes at minimum to recover, to be able to use his sorcery technique without any backlash. I guess it's only been a total of 10 minutes since they originally arrived at the temple, so that's gonna suck. But I guess that really means that the whole Samura Seiichi opening took 10 minutes in total, I guess. Or I guess you could say the Chiro versus Hyrule fight took a total of 10 minutes. But I will say, I don't think we've gotten a name drop for any of these Makizumi characters yet, which is giving me death flag worries. I'm pretty sure we didn't get a name drop for any of the sorcerers that died at the temple who fought Hyrule. So, yeah, these characters actually look really cool. I really like their design and really like their introduction here. So, really hoping we get to see them in the future. They don't just die here. But there's no time here for Hakuri to recover. The situation at the temple's gotten worse, so they're definitely going to have to opt into evacuating. But the Makizumi assess that they might also have to join in the fight to help Seiichi. Then enters the third member of the Makizumi, a sleeping child, being told to wake up. We don't get a drop on his age or a name drop yet. So again, death flags, but again, maybe these are just their introductions before we get actual name drops for these characters. But the woman in the Makizumi addresses him as commander, so that definitely makes you think maybe this kid is the strongest or the leader of the Seiichi squad, I guess. But the woman in the group says to the boy, get up, your master is in danger, do you want him to die? He gets up and grabs a box of candy cigarettes and says, I'm gonna need to get fired up. Super badass, I love it. We then cut back to Seiichi, who is now swarmed by Hishaku henchmen and branches, and we learn that Hishaku's plans are that they're gonna use smoke and explosions to dull out Seiichi's senses, which is crazy. Imagine you gotta use all of this, all of these henchmen, all these explosions, all of this crap just for one blind man. Insane. But even with Seiichi backed against a corner, the dude is still handling the fight pretty well, in my opinion. And I freaking love all of these panels of these guys, these henchmen being sliced up. Definitely great. Love how these are depicted. Yoji then explains that them interfering might not be a great idea because their familiar scents and smells might mix in the chaos of everything, making it a lot more complicated for Seiichi to focus his attacks, which is a good point. I could definitely see that. But they definitely admit that as tense as things are getting, they might have to generally interfere in the fight. So in the fight comes the Makizumi, and as someone tries to ease Yoji's worries by saying only they can use stealth of the ninja arts, which sounds super badass. I love it. I love even this freaking panel. The guy then explains that they can neutralize scents and nullify sounds and hostile energies. I don't know what the last one means, but it still sounds pretty badass. I'm on board. And then it says that they don't exist on Samura's battlefield. But the crazy thing about that is that Samura looks back and he speaks or acknowledges the Makizumi. So I guess he's able to detect when they're present, which is pretty cool. But Samura then says, if you're gonna do this, just don't get yourself killed. Which, boy, if these guys get cooked in the next chapter, oh my gosh. So even with the help of Seiichi's bodyguards, these guys are still getting swarmed by Hishaku henchmen, which is so crazy because it's like, dude, where are they getting all these people from? And with all this chaos, Yoji and Hakuri are not going to be able to escape, so Yoji makes the decision that he's going to join in the fight, which was a bad idea originally because they didn't want to get in the way of Seiichi, but I guess Yoji's going to make the decision that he's going to adapt to how Seiichi fights, which is a dope concept, so we get some really dope panels of that. But then we get to the final end of the chapter where it looks like the Makizumi are making the plan to just get Hakuri out of the area. I guess they're going to use their teleport ability that we saw at the start of the arc to just get him out of all the chaos, or I guess use the chaos to their benefits. But what I love is my boy Hakuri is not having it. He sees everybody putting it all on the line, and he literally says, I'm the only one who hasn't risked his life yet. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does next. Hopefully this isn't going to be too life-threatening for the character. I know they said that him using his ability is probably not a great idea at the moment. So I'm assuming it's either going to lead to him maybe getting an upgrade with his ability, or maybe the Makizumi are going to end up sacrificing themselves to get everybody out of there. So, but yeah, that's going to be it for the chapter this week, guys. I will see you next week. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and peace.